Hi everyone, my name is Amber Langford. Welcome to Sunrise Stretch. For today's stretches, we will be starting standing and we're going to be working our way down to the ground. We will be laying on our back. So if you have a yoga mat, I'd recommend getting that out. Let's get started. To start, we're just going to stand with our feet directly underneath our hips and we're going to get that neck moving. So I want you to start by tucking that chin down towards your chest. And then we're gonna roll our head, bringing our right ear towards our right shoulder, looking up, and then pulling left ear to left shoulder. We're trying to get as much range of motion as we can, making that continuous circle. We're gonna circle in this direction 4 times. And then we'll switch and roll our head in the opposite direction 4 times. Make sure you're breathing while you're doing this. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. And let's switch directions. So now we're going to pull left ear to left shoulder, looking up towards the ceiling, and then right ear to right shoulder. Good, let's do 2 more here. And once you've completed that last circle, I just want you to bring your head right back up to your neutral stance. We're going to get those shoulders to open up a little bit. So I want you to take your right arm, lifting it up to shoulder height, crossing it over your body. We're going to grab our elbow with our left hand, and we're just going to pull our arm closer to our chest. You can let your right hand fall and relax. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Try to get deeper into the stretch with each exhale. One more deep breath here. Good. Go ahead and switch arms. So now left arm is going to go to shoulder height, pulling it towards our body. Right hand grabs at the elbow. And we're just actively pulling our arm as close to our chest as we can. Letting those fingers relax on that left hand. Taking those nice deep breaths. One more deep breath for me here. Good. Go ahead and release your hands. We're going to lace our fingers together. Palms are going to start facing the ceiling. Elbows are going to be straight. And we're just going to lift our arms up, shoulder height. I want you to actively pull those hands away from your body as far as you can. So I'm trying to reach for that wall. I'm letting my shoulder blades pull apart, almost rounding a little bit through that upper back. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through our mouth. One more deep breath here. Good. Right now, our palms are facing us. I want us to keep our fingers laced, but flip our hands so our palms are facing away. And I want you to slowly straighten your elbows out. Still actively pushing forward as far as you can. Opening up those shoulder blades. Feeling a nice stretch down through our palms into our forearms here. One more deep breath. Good. Go ahead and flip your hands again so our palms are once again facing towards the ceiling. We're going to lift arms up towards the ceiling, and we're going to bend both elbows. I want you to bring the right arm behind your head. Left elbow is almost trying to drive into our rib cage. Right elbow is trying to get right behind our head. We're just opening up that right tricep into our lat. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more deep breaths here. Very nice. Go ahead and straighten your arms. And then now we're going to switch sides. So now our left elbow is trying to pull behind our head. And we're trying to bring our right elbow close to our rib cage as well. Taking a nice deep breath. One more deep breath here. Good. Go ahead and release those fingers, dropping those arms down. We're going to stretch our back and our spine a little bit next. We're going to do a little bit of mobility. So I want you to stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to keep a soft knee bend here so we're not completely locking those knees out. And I want you to tuck your chin down towards your chest. And then slowly we're going to roll down, letting those fingers skim down our legs, reaching for the ground. We're getting as close to the ground as we can. Once we've reached that end point, I want you to inhale. And then exhale, slowly rolling back up. We're trying to move one vertebrae at a time, rounding through that spine. Your head is the last thing to come up. And we're going to roll back down. We're going to do 3 of these. Same thing here, chin tuck. Fingers skim down our legs. Try to get a little bit farther this time. Once you reach the bottom, inhale. And exhale, rolling back up. Keeping it nice and slow. Trying to get as rounded as you can. We're going to do one more here. So let's inhale, dropping that chin down, rounding that upper back, rounding through that low back. Getting a little bit lower this time. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale. Last one, we're standing up. Good. Roll those shoulders back. We're going to have a seat on the ground. So I want you to sit down on the ground. We're going to start with our chest upright. Both legs are going to be straight. And we're going to take our right leg and we're going to cross our right leg over our left. Your fingers are going to grab the top of your shin, right kind of at your kneecap. And I just want you to pull your right leg as close to your chest as you can. We're still sitting up tall. Left leg is staying nice and straight. And we're breathing. Inhaling through our nose. Exhaling through our mouth. One more deep breath here. We're going to add a little bit of rotation. So I want you to keep your left hand on that shin kneecap area. Your right hand, we're going to turn towards the right. We're going to rotate through that spine. I want your head to follow that rotation, looking over that right shoulder. Your right hand takes place on the ground. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more deep breath here. Good. Go ahead and turn your body back to the center. And let's straighten out that right leg. We're going to cross that left leg over that right. Both hands are grabbing at the top of our shin. And we're pulling our left leg as close to our chest as we can. Shoulders are pulling away from our ears. You should be in a straight line from your head to your tailbone. We're working on our posture a little bit while we're sitting here still. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Good. Go ahead and keep your right hand on your leg. We're going to turn towards the left, trying to look over that left shoulder, getting as much rotation as you can. Taking deep breaths. One more inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. And turning back to center. We're going to straighten both legs out. Feet and ankles are going to be together. Trying to push the back of your knees into the ground. We're going to start up tall. Flexing our toes back. We're trying to pull our toes into our shins. And we're just going to slowly reach down those legs, reaching for those toes. You can feel a good stretch down your hammies, even maybe into your calves. And we're just trying to reach for those toes. You can also have your hands on the ground. Inhaling through your nose. And exhaling through your mouth. Two more deep breaths here. If you're able to, I want you to grab your toes and we're going to pull those toes back towards our shins, getting a little bit more of a calf stretch here. If you're not able to reach your toes, no worries. Just try to flex those feet and pull those toes as close to your fins as you can. One more deep breath here. Good. Go ahead and release those toes, sitting up tall. We're going to keep our left foot is going to keep flexed. Those toes are pulling back towards our shins. But our right foot, we're going to point that foot, trying to bring our toes down to the floor. We're going to just hold for one breath, really exaggerating those movements, and then we're going to switch and point that left foot and flexing those right toes back to the chin. And switch. We're just going to do 3 in each direction. Switch. Try and get as much range of motion as you can. And switch. One more on each foot. And switch. And relax those feet. Wiggle them out, shake them out if you need to. We're going to be laying on our back next. So go ahead and lay down. We're going to do a figure 4 stretch. So we can do this a couple of different ways. I'll show you both ways. The first one, we're going to cross our right leg right on top of that left. So we're making a number 4 with our legs. We're going to lift that left leg off the ground, grabbing behind our thigh, and we're just going to pull our legs as close to our chest as we can. This is how we'll get a deep stretch. If we're not able to lift our leg off the ground, it's okay to keep it flat and just press on that right knee with our right hand, opening up our hips that way. I'm going to lift that foot up just so I can get a little bit of a deeper stretch here. One more deep breath, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Good. We're going to add some rotation. So now if your foot is up in the air, I want you to drop that left foot down to the ground. We're going to rotate our legs over towards the left, trying to get both feet on the ground, trying to get that right knee on the ground as well. Both shoulders are staying flat on the ground. We're rotating through our spine here. Two more deep breaths. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Good. Go ahead and uncross those legs, bringing them back up. So our feet are flat, knees are pointed up to the ceiling. We're going to switch sides. So now we cross that left leg over our right. We can stay here and just press on that left knee to open up our hip. Or we can lift that right leg up in the air, clasping those fingers behind our thigh and pulling our leg as close to our chest as we can. As we inhale, I want us to imagine our belly is rising. As we exhale, I want you to feel your belly falling. Two more deep breaths here. Very nice. Go ahead and drop your foot down to the ground. We're going to rotate over to the right, trying to get both feet on the ground. Left knee gets as close as we can. Both shoulders are still flat. You should still be looking up towards the ceiling. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Trying to let that knee fall a little bit closer to the ground as you exhale. One last deep breath here. Good. Go ahead and uncross those legs and lift them back up so our knees are pointing up to the ceiling. I want your feet together, knees together. We're going to do some gentle rock, side to side. We're doing continuous movement here. Just at your own pace. I just want you to keep taking those deep breaths. Trying to get those knees a little bit farther each repetition. One more each side. And then I want you to, we're going to roll over to our stomach. Once we're on our stomach, I want you to bring your feet together, legs together. Our hands are going to be right underneath our shoulders. And we're going to stretch our abdominals out. So I want you to exhale, pushing up through those palms. Hips are staying flat on the ground. So if you can, we're trying to straighten those elbows. If that's too much extension, we can hang out here on our elbows and actively pull those shoulders down away from our ears, lengthening through our spine, lifting that chin up slightly. Hips are pressing into the ground. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. One more deep breath here. Good. Let's stretch out that back. I want you to push up onto your hands and knees. We're going to have our feet and heels together. Knees are going to be out a little bit wider than our shoulders. We're going to drop our glutes down to our heels. And we're going to walk our arms out into child's pose here. We're going to round through our back. You can let your forehead rest on the ground. Taking deep breaths. As we inhale, our belly pushes into our thighs. And as we exhale, our belly pulls away from our thighs. One more deep breath here. And we're going to rock gently side to side. Our shoulders and our hips are moving side to side. We're going to do one more in each direction. Good. And I want you to slowly come on out of that and slowly come on up to a stand. And that was our sunrise stretch. Thank you for joining me today, everyone. My name is Amber. I hope you feel a little bit looser and some of that tension has faded away and you're ready to get back into your day. Thanks, everyone. Hope to see you all next week.